Retirement is not in my vocabulary. They aren't going to get rid of me that way. Laughter keeps everyone feeling wonderful. I know it sounds corny, but I try to see the funny side and the upside, not the downside. I get bored with people who complain about this or that. It's such a waste of time. I just make it my business to get along with people so I can have fun. It's that simple. Doing drama is, in a sense, easier. In doing comedy, if you don't get that laugh, there's something wrong. I think everybody needs a passion. Whether it's one passion or 100, that's what keeps life interesting. You can lie to anyone in the world and even get away with it, perhaps, but when you are alone and look into your own eyes in the mirror, you can't sidestep the truth. Always be sure you can meet those eyes directly. Otherwise, it's big trouble. Humor is like music. It's a rhythm, and you just kind of get the rhythm of it, and you have to know not to let the beat go too long, but to leave a beat in there for it to gel, you know. I didn't choose to have children because I'm focused on my career. And I just don't think, as compulsive as I am, that I could manage both. It's your outlook on life that counts. If you take yourself lightly and don't take yourself too seriously, pretty soon you can find the humor in our everyday lives. And sometimes it can be a lifesaver. I know unless I'm true to myself I couldn't be happy. Too much emphasis is placed today on externals and too little on character. It's fun once in a while to do a serious part, but I really enjoy doing comedy because I love to laugh. I had no idea that I would still be around at this point for one thing, but that I'd still be privileged enough to still be in this business. People have told me, Betty, Facebook is a great way to keep in touch with old friends. At my age, if I wanted to keep in touch with old friends, I'd need a Ouija board. If one has no sense of humor, one is in trouble. My philosophy for staying young is, 2, act bubbly every day, drink bubbly every birthday. I do mental exercises. I don't have any trouble memorizing lines because of the crossword puzzles I do every day to keep my mind a little limber. My mother always used to say, the older you get, the better you get. Unless you're a banana. It's been phenomenal, but everybody keeps congratulating me on my resurgence and my big comeback. I haven't been away, guys. I've been working steadily for the last 63 years. I don't seem to require a lot of sleep. If I get 4, 5 good hours, I'm fine. But sleeping is sort of dull. There's a lot of other good stuff that you can do without just lying down and closing your eyes. I was blessed with a mother and father who said taste the good stuff now and realize how fortunate and how wonderful things are this minute, because enough minutes are not wonderful that you have to save up all the good ones to make it balance out. You know people who are already saying, I'm going to be 30, oh, what am I going to do? Well, use that decade. Use them all. Friendship takes time and energy if it's going to work. You can luck into something great, but it doesn't last if you don't give it proper appreciation. I may be a senior, but so what? I'm still hot. One thing they don't tell you about growing old, you don't feel old, you just feel like yourself. And it's true. I don't feel 89 years old. I simply am 89 years old. There's no formula. Keep busy with your work and your life. Keep the person in your heart all the time. Replay the good times. Be grateful for the years you had. I just care what kind of a decent human being you are. Keep the other person's well-being in mind when you feel an attack of soul-purging truth coming on. I've always liked older men. They're just more attractive to me. Of course, at my age there aren't that many left. I just laugh. Have I got them fooled? Why do people say grow some balls? Balls are weak and sensitive. If you want to be tough, grow a vagina. Those things can take a pounding. You don't luck into integrity. You work at it. It is important that you not believe your own publicity. Be grateful for whatever praise you receive, but take it with a grain of salt. Why retire from something if you're loving it so much and enjoying it so much? What would I do with myself? Don't try to be young. Just open your mind. Stay interested in stuff. There are so many things I won't live long enough to find out about, but I'm still curious about them. Butterflies are like women. We may look pretty and delicate, but baby, we can fly through a hurricane. I have no regrets at all. None. I consider myself to be the luckiest broad on 2 feet. Keep busy and don't focus everything on you, that wears off pretty fast. It's not hard to find things you're interested in, but enjoy them and indulge them. Well, I mean, if a joke or humor is bawdy, it's got to be funny enough to warrant it. You can't just have it bawdy or dirty just for the sake of being that, it's got to be funny. The audience today has heard every joke. They know every plot. It's much more competitive now, because the audience is so much more, I want to say, sophisticated.